And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. It's a seam wide open. He's loose. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it's critical then to get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Try to get it to the edge. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's back. Here's a heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go. Does not pan out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Going to try to get it himself. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Really good job by this defense, man. Fourth down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on fourth down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
So much for the wet ball drill. He mucked it, and it's loose on the ground. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tosses to the quarterback. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Racing down the left side. Defense picks it up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to throw, it's back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Oh, better look out. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. to throw. It's back. Swings it out to the flat. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring them to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Fletcher. It's a running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's back. They're setting up the screen. Oh, out of space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch, it's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Making side adjustments here. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll keep it himself. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside. Even though we're winning and you failed, now this defense better step up and respond.
Trying to set the tone with the run. There he goes! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. The Hurricanes get enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's back. Gets it to the back. Wide open spaces. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's McCoy. Chain on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Noles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Snap in this drive will come from the 46. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to pass. It's back. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds a man in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's so difficult when the QB gets outside the pocket because now it's not the first play anymore. It's the second play that hurts you. Once you see him and he starts to scramble, now receivers know they got to make the second effort. If they're on the sidelines, now they turn up the field. If they're running across the field from the other direction, they got to come back towards their quarterback. So it's not the first play anymore. It's the scramble play now.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Holmes. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. No huddle here for the offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the spot.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough.
Oh, they knock it free. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Using his legs, it's Holmes. And the Noles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Trying to get the corner. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
To the ground with the back. Creates a little room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Turning it on! Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Scanning the field, it's back. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
And the Hurricanes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using his feet to buy time. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Castellanos. Buying some time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. There's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned